Hi there, Jen Roque here at stampcampwithjen.com. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the US, and welcome to day 2 of my 12 Days of Christmas series. If you haven't seen this yet, this is the schedule for my 12 Days of Christmas series. Each week I will have a project on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and this lasts for about 4 weeks, so that's where the 12 Days of Christmas comes in. Each week I will have a giveaway posted on Thursday, and then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday I will have a weekend shopping special, and Sunday I will announce the giveaway winner for the week, okay? I really hope you're excited about this, and I hope you get lots of crafty inspiration for your Christmas treats or cards or anything that you need, your Christmas crafting, okay? So don't forget to give me a little thumbs up or a heart if you like this video, and leave a comment below, and also subscribe either if you're watching from YouTube, or subscribe to my weekly newsletter and get those blog posts by email. If you get my blog posts by email, you won't miss a thing because you'll just see it every morning when it comes out. So the project that we're making today is using some products from this mini catalog. If you look on page 43 here, down here, we're using this paper, the Storybook Gnomes Designer Series paper. And then if you flip the page to page 44 here, we're going to also be using this Snowman Magic Bundle. Now, Last Chance Products is coming up on December 1st, and a lot of these items are retiring. And I will say, I did see that the Snowman Magic Bundle is retiring, as well as the stamp set and the dies individually. Now, the dies are going to be marked down 30%, and so this is a time when it's actually cheaper to get the items individually instead of getting the bundle, because when you purchase the stamp set and then the dies as individual items, you will actually save money, since the dies are going to be on sale on them by themselves. The Snowman Magic Bundle isn't going to be discounted at all, so it's actually more expensive to buy the bundle during the Last Chance products. So just something to think about if that's something you're looking for, okay? All right, so the project we're making today is this cute little treat holder. This would be great for Christmas craft shows. I have one coming up, and I plan on making a bunch of these, okay? So I got a big bag of these Ghirardelli Snowmen here, and I actually just ate the peppermint bark ones myself because I love those. But we're gonna use these other 3 for our treat holder here. So there's a dark chocolate sea salt caramel, there's a milk chocolate caramel, and just a regular milk chocolate one. So really what I did, you can kind of see the snowman looks a lot like the snowman on the packaging. That's where I got the inspiration for the colors and everything here. So I'm going to show you how to make this. It's really easy. You can actually get 2 of these little holders out of an 8.5 by 11 inch piece of cardstock, and you'll have some scraps left over, okay? But let's get started, and I'll show you how to make this, okay? Oh, one quick tip before I get started. If you do craft shows and you want to package these for your craft shows, I have these little bags from Clear Bags, and these fit perfectly in there. So I'll just show you real quick before we get started. That's how I plan on packaging up for my craft shows. So I'm just going to take that backing off and seal it, and that way somebody can take it to, you know, their Christmas party or their neighbors, and they don't have to worry about the chocolates falling out or getting smushed or ruined. Okay, so that's what I'm doing for my craft shows. If that's something you do, I just wanted to share that little tip for you, okay? All right, so on the PDF tutorial, I have this little template here, so you'll be able to see it. I started marking the sides and stuff too, but that won't be in the picture. Don't worry about that. So this is what we're using to make our little treat holder here. So I have a 5-inch piece by 4.5, and I'm going to bring in my paper trimmer. Okay. Now with the 5-inch side at the top of our trimmer, we're going to just move our paper down to 1/2 inch on the right hand side, and use that light gray scoring blade to score. I always do it a few times to get a nice crisp score. And then we're going to rotate it 180 degrees and score that other side. at 1/2 inch, okay? Now, you can rotate it either way, it doesn't matter, pick a side. So on this side, when we have the top at 4.5 inches up here, we're gonna take this left side and line it up at 1 1/4 and score. And then move it down to 1 3/4 and score, okay? You with me? So I'm gonna fold these just really quick because we need to score one more time at an angle, and it makes it a lot easier to see if you fold these first, okay? And burnish them with your bone folder. But we gotta do one more cutting. We gotta measure a little bit. All my people that like precise measuring, this is for you. Okay, so you can kind of see these are gonna fold in. So I'm gonna actually flip this over. So if you were to fold it inward, that's gonna be face down, okay? And then you'll notice too, the bigger section is at the top. So where this bigger section is from the top down, I'm gonna actually measure 1.5 inches and make a little pencil mark here. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. That big section's on the top right there. I'm gonna mark down 1.5 inches with that pencil mark, okay? Now, my tip for cutting here, so we actually have to line it up. You're gonna line that pencil mark up in the track here, and you're gonna line that score line up. So we're gonna cut it at an angle. Now, my tip here, when I cut from the bottom up, it actually kind of pulls the paper and drags it. So I would recommend cutting where the score line is down, because when you cut from that open piece, sometimes like when you're cutting the edge here, sometimes the blade can catch that edge and kind of make like a jagged edge. So I like to cut where that score line is and cut down, and then you get a nice clean crisp edge, okay? And then we're gonna do that on the other side. So since my top section is here, I'm gonna leave the blade down and cut at an angle that way. And then my pencil mark is in that track. It's kind of hard to see, but it is in there. And that's how we make these little angles on the side there. And I'll erase my pencil marks too. Okay. Nobody's really gonna notice it though. They're gonna be so excited about getting chocolate, they won't notice your pencil marks. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our paper snips here, and we're just gonna snip those little score lines where we'll have a little tab here on each side. Oh, my husband's home. My dog's gonna go in there. Hopefully he's not gonna make a lot of noise. All right, so these little center tabs, we're gonna fold inward and put a little bit of glue there. And now we're gonna keep these bottom ones flat and glue, okay? Trust me, it'll all work. So you're gonna fold this top part up. These little center tabs are gonna go inside, and this outer tab is gonna go on the outside, just like this. So you can kind of see the inner tab is going inward, and then the outer tab, the bottom tab, is gonna be on the outside. And we glue that inner tab just so it doesn't stick and catch on the chocolate. So you can kind of see the little tabs on the inside here, and then this one's on the outside. So we're just gonna use our glue and kind of hold it in place for a second. And luckily, liquid glue gives you a minute to kind of get everything in place. Just like that, and that should be good. And now you can kind of see those little tabs on the inside. I just like to glue them down so that they're not moving around, okay? So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take that Storybook Gnomes paper here, and this little piece is the snowflakes, and we need a 3 7/8, which is right here, and then 1 1/8 inch piece. Just like that. And that is gonna fit right over that little front piece right there. So 3 7/8 by 1 1/8, okay? And then you can use glue or Stampin' Seal, whatever adhesive you're comfortable with. We're just gonna center this on the front here, just like that. Actually, I think I cut mine a little short, but that's okay. Just however you want to center it. I think mine's a little short. The dimensions are correct in the video. Why does that look so weird? 3 7/8. I know it looks shorter to me for some reason, but okay. All right, so we're gonna make this little piece here, the snowman and the little sentiment on the front, okay? So just grab a scrap piece of paper for your stamping, and we are first gonna take some smoky slate ink, and we're gonna stamp our snowman on this scrap piece of paper, right there. And then we have the little face, and we're gonna do that in Tuxedo Black Memento ink. And just stamp that right on the front there. Okay. And then we are gonna do a little scarf in Balmy Blue. I have that scarf ready to go here. Just do that right here on the side. And then I need Pacific Point for the hat and the words. So since I'm making a bunch of these, I have these all ready to go on my blocks. So I can just whip out a bunch of them. And then I have a little scrap piece here for my words. And they say, excuse me, sending wishes for a cool Christmas. And that's always a big wish down here in Florida where I live. I always hope we have a cool Christmas. It may not snow, but a lot of times we get a cool Christmas, which is nice. Okay, so, and then what you're gonna do is you're gonna die cut all these, and I've already die cut these, but I just wanna show you real quick. So this little piece here is what you would use the snowman. And then there's this little piece is the scarf, just like that. It goes right over there, it fits right there. And then you have his little hat that you would cut. And like I said, this is the snowman. Now for his arms, I didn't stamp them. I just took some soft suede scrap that I have. And you'll notice there's smaller, like skinnier arms and fatter arms. So these fatter arms are if you were to stamp and then die cut, but since we're just die cutting, I use the skinnier ones and they'll come out. You'll see them in just a second. Now we do need to do a little bit of coloring. You can do that before or after you die cut. It's completely up to you. I usually do it before I die cut. So we're gonna take a dark pumpkin pie Stampin' Blend, and I'm gonna use that fine tip there. And I am gonna just come in here and color his little orange carrot nose. And then we're gonna use the dark real red, and we're gonna color the band of his hat right here. Okay. Like I said, I like to color this first and then die cut. So then you would die cut all that stuff. I have all the pieces I'll show you in a second. And when you die cut the words, we're using this stitched banner die from the Stylish Shapes dies right here. These are one of my favorite sets. So we're using the smaller, longer banner die right there. So when you do this, when you die cut the words, what you want to do is you actually want to move the banner down like this so that it is the right side of the banner is butted up against the right edge of the words. And that way you have a little bit of space on the end for the snowman to attach to. And I'll show you what I mean in just a second. Okay, so my little snowman pieces here. Actually, let me show you. So this is what it looks like for the words. So we're gonna have like that little bit of extra space on the left-hand side, but we want that so we can stick the snowman to that, okay? And then for the snowman pieces here, we have his scarf, his hat, and his two arms. So you'll notice the arms have this little circle section right there. So that's what we're gonna put glue on to get him to stick. And I'm actually gonna get my silicone mat out so I don't get my work surface all wet and sticky. And let's see here. Let's see if I can do this without making a huge mess. That's the tricky part. All right. So we're just gonna take this and we're gonna put the arm behind the body and stick that on. And now we're gonna grab the left arm. So they are directional, so you do need to make sure that you die cut one of each and don't just think, oh, I can just die cut the same arm twice. That's why they have two different ones. Okay, so I've got his arms on there. And kind of press that onto our silicone mat, get that on there nice and tight. And then for the hat, we're just gonna put a little bit of glue behind the brim of the hat there. And we'll stick him on the top. And then we'll get his scarf put on. And his scarf, we can glue the whole thing because it's pretty much all sticking to his body. And we'll just line that up here. Just like that. And there's our little snowman. So now we're gonna pop this whole thing up. So what I wanna do first actually is I'm gonna pop this up first and then I'm gonna stick the snowman on afterwards like that, okay? So let's get some dimensionals. Do I have any next to me? Probably not. Oh my gosh. I've got a million different things here, but not dimensionals. Go figure, right? Oh, here we go. Let's see, I do have some. Yay, eureka. So we're gonna take our little frame, or our little banner here, put about 4 dimensionals on there, I guess. Just like that. I've got a bunch of dimensionals on the back. And we're gonna put that over towards that right side, centering it from the top and the bottom, just like that. And now we'll put a couple dimensionals on our little snowman. Let's see here, let's position this right, okay? So we're gonna put, actually, I think I'm just gonna put a dimensional right next to that banner. I think that'll be just the way to do it. And then he'll stick on like that. And we'll put a little bit of glue on this edge here too, just to make sure he's not going anywhere. So take that dimensional off and put that snowman right there. Cute. Okay, so now all we need to do is we need to put our little chocolates in there. All right, so I'm grabbing a dark chocolate, milk chocolate, and caramel. I like that variety in there. So all we need to do is stick those in our little holder. And there it is, so cute. All right, guys, well, I really hope you enjoyed today's project. If you haven't already, be sure to check out my other projects. And don't forget, I have weekly giveaways and shopping specials as well. If you need the schedule again, you'll always be able to find it at stampcampwithjen.com. I have 4 weeks of fun, and the fun ends on December 18th. And don't forget, December 1st is last chance products, okay? And here's my little Santa friend here. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment, okay? All right, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you have a great week. And until next time, be safe and happy stamping. Bye-bye.